an exploration of self, a reckoning with the depths of your soul, a return to passages that took a toll, the requirement of one to move beyond what they knew themselves to be, to give way to a rebirth of what they never thought in the realm of possibility. So the distance of this run is around 400 miles, which is about 650 kilometers, which is a distance I've never done before. Day one, we are starting in Hope. The weather is not the best. It was supposed to be sunny, but it is pouring rain. So we're gonna start today, and hopefully the weather clears over the next couple of days. We'll get the toughest part out of the way at the beginning. Feeling very excited, so that'll carry me through for the first day while it's drenched and pouring. So it just makes it all the more fun. I'm pretty excited, so I'm feeling ready and calm, excited, and ready to take on the day. So.
It's 9:30. We made it out. We left a little later than we planned. Got our vans, got our crew, so it'll be fun. Yeah, we're gonna follow. He's gonna go into the trailhead, and then I think in about like 10K he comes out onto the road. So.
We're gonna try and meet him there.
Yeah, I'll get my.
Should be along on that.
Yeah, should be a bit of both, right? I have the
just tell me where to
GPX.
go.
2, 3, Odyssey! Leaving the skin that you're in, off to find an adventure of being, taking the known world and ripping a hole in its seams, standing face to face with what could be.
Like on that sign that Kettle Valley Canyon's closed, so they probably closed like the trail too. And then he's either
Follow in the river.
I had to come back and do the alternate route because the park ranger wouldn't let me through Othello, so we had to go back the other way. So I think he's gonna literally run down this road.
But I don't think he would have gone this way because.
Good?
That's
Yes.
frustrating.
A little bit.
Do you want anything?
I think I'm okay, actually. It wasn't too, it was pretty steep though, which wasn't the most fun.
Your water in your pack or anything?
No, it's pretty cold.
This run is a culmination of planning from the last 6 months, and really a expansion from the past 2 years of getting into endurance running and endurance sports, testing the boundaries of my body and mind. And since COVID lockdown, I had an idea that I wanted to push the boundaries for myself further than I've ever gone before, both mentally and physically. So I started planning a route or looking at routes that I could do in the area, and I came across the Kettle Valley Trail, which is an old railway line from the early 1900s. I started planning that out, and with the natural beauty of that area, the distance, and the history of the rail, it was very exciting, and I kind of started from there planning on ways that I could do that, and then looking at this run as a sort of a big growth period for myself, and how that connects maybe to other big endeavors like that from the past. So we just got to the 30th kilometer, and we're just off of the Coquihalla. So we're 40 kilometers outside of Hope. It's been raining off and on, so it's been a little tough that way, but other than that, my legs feel really good, and I'm hoping to push through for the rest of the day and get some miles in. So. So I have two of my friends, Vicky and George, that are gonna run a little section with me right now and keep me company. So we're at mile 80 right now, and I just did a little session with Victoria. We hit about 20 kilometers, and I'm gonna do hopefully another 20 kilometer section with George. We actually met them traveling in Peru. We kept crossing paths at bus stops, and we finally said hi to each other. Actually, George, I think, came over and said hi, and we shared a bottle of wine together. And then we've known them now for 5 years, yeah. So super cool.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, friends forever.
Here we are.
Just got to get Alyssa running, and then that's the whole set.
Is it?
It's gonna get down to like 6
Why don't you
degrees.
take my bag, then you can take another thing just in case.
I can take a. I can.
You have those
Want me to
three.
in your back, or-
George, you want a hat? Oh, good. Good. Made it.
It was good.
You good?
Got dark quick, but no, it was nice.
I don't know if I was hallucinating or like I actually saw like a dog or a cougar or something. Sorry.
Are you hallucinating already?
We are 110 kilometers in now, and it's nice and pitch black out. We're just having some dried mangoes and some coffee, some soup, and then we're gonna hit the next section that's about 26K to Princeton. So we're stoked.
Right.
Okay.
Ciao.
Alright, where are we going? Yeah, let's go. You know,
There.
I feel like they should be here by now.
Yeah,
too.
good point. Yeah.
But that's just me. Because we didn't drive that long.
and it's
11:40.
Just been an hour and a half. Almost. Yeah.
Nearly 2 hours.
Nearly 2 hours?
Well, it's like an hour and 40.
Oh.
Not quite yet.
Really
no point
taking
in
their time.
worrying quite yet.
Yet here we are. Worrying.
Did you get lost?
Oh well. We ran up on a cougar like twice, so.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Are you fucking
real?
joking?
Yeah.
No, you're joking.
Oh no, we're not joking at all.
Oh.
That's why we're on the road.
that's on the road.
Yeah, 100%.
So you walk
Yeah.
back to the town, and
you
walk
kidding?
on
No.
the road. So there's just like these yellow eyes just
Yeah,
looking at
in
us.
the bush.
Oh,
Pretty close, yeah. It wasn't fun.
Okay, we thought we were like, oh, they must just be
I
going
texted
really
you as well.
slow.
No.
We're
cooking it.
We walked like
We would have been here in like an hour
what,
and
2
a
or
bit.
3K in, and we had to
So you
walk
went back to Tulameen?
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
Really close.
We
Oh no.
just see, like, yeah,
Are you sure it was a cougar?
Oh, 100%. There's no way.
Staring at us.
So it makes
So then you
it
walk
makes the
down the
most
road?
sense to go up to like Princeton now and start up there if we're gonna start in the or like take a nap and stuff and then go when it's a little bit like that.
Oh my
This is
god.
pretty sketchy,
Literally
yeah.
cougars are
George and I just walked backwards for like
I've got a
2K.
sore neck from doing this.
Yeah, and then we were just doing this for like 10K. Just dash.
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks, dude.
No,
Appreciate
awesome,
it.
man. Keep it up.
Another animal experience within 1 week. Ridiculous. We saw a bear on Monday with his cubs,
some
and now we're
drinks
seeing it.
before you leave,
It's ridiculous.
For sure. For
Yeah?
sure. Yeah, we will do. We will do.
Super cold out right now. It's like 4 in the morning. We're 130 kilometers in. Thank you.
Running this morning was pretty fun. We only heard 2 varieties of mountain animals. One being coyotes. 3, sorry. 2 being the domestic dog of one of the ranches, and then roosters along the way. That sounded like yelling. So we had to stop numerous times to make sure it wasn't yelling.
So we just got to the Jura section of the KVR right here, and then we're gonna do the next 35 kilometers to Osprey Lake. And I have Landon running with me for the next 30 kilometers, and we've already done about 20, so he's gonna hit a 50K section today, which is really awesome. And got some sunshine, so should be good. I'm running on maybe an hour of sleep right now. So after we hit this section, I'm probably gonna sleep for another hour because my eyes are basically shutting. So I think the sun's the only thing keeping them open right now.
And friendship.
And friendship. We're sitting at about 200 kilometers covered right now. And we are going to skip a little section because there is some closures along the KVR. I'm not sure exactly what for.
Just another 300.
400.
400 to go. 400 kilometers.
Yeah. Endurance sports for me have become a search for freedom and an act of rebellion against the speed of the life I live when I am doing my day-to-day things. Increasingly for me, life is just speeding up at an exponential rate, where we're getting, the news cycle is sort of feeding us crazy stories every minute of every day. Our feeds on our social media accounts are giving us notifications every minute. Our email is piling up and there's dings and notifications happening, and it's hard to keep up. And it often feels really overwhelming, and I think a lot of people are feeling that. So for me, running has become kind of a rebellion against that, where I get to go spend uninterrupted hours in the mountains or the trails, in the trees, where I'm just there with myself and the natural world. And that slows down the world for me for a couple hours at a time, which is, I think, necessary for everybody, whether it be found in running or any other aspect of their life. But yeah. Okay, thank you. I am gonna go.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
On the endless path with nowhere to go, the only direction is inward. Welcome to a dark night of the soul.
Anything, dude.
I figured he did.
So it's 9:15 right now on the second day, and I'm here with my cousin and best bro Cole.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a section from Naramata to Chute Lake, and then onward to Myra Canyon. It should be about 60K, so we'll have fun in the dark. Very scary.
Any words?
Pumped. Hopefully we don't see any more wildlife.
I think that's
Have to do
enough.
some donuts.
It doesn't even seem statistically possible to see more
Hey, man.
in this type of world, but
Never
who knows?
say never. But no, it'll be good. We got a machete now too. End up with that thing.
Just,
You don't want the
I get a video of you and it's just, you throw it.
Just tomahawk.
That's a real blade. Why do you have that, dude?
Tuck an axe right here.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna put a little hatchet or something down there.
We'll see ya.
Yes.
See you in a bit.
Yep.
Oh, so good. Little nippy at the end, but
It was really cold.
a little bit of a grade coming the whole entire
The
way.
whole entire way.
But no animals.
No animals.
Some good chats.
30 kilometers.
Yeah.
And we're tired.
Ready for some bedtime.
And we're tired.
Oh, yes, nice to see you too.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, of
course.
Awesome.
Rites of passage are an event that marks a shift in one stage of a person's life to the next, often used to distinguish adolescence and adulthood. These moments often include difficult tasks and days spent alone in the wilderness. Each person's passage follows a typical sequence. They are separated from their community and others. They endure an initiation and return home with new knowledge and experience.
I think I need ice for my knee.
Ice for your knee?
It's really getting bulby
Is it?
on this side.
Oh, it is, yeah. Uh-oh.
The physical
Oh, sorry.
sort of toll that these races put on your body often are soreness in the legs, extreme soreness in the legs, knees, ankles, feet, blisters on your feet, nails falling off on your toes. And it kind of progressively gets worse from there because you're just continuing to put pressure on those areas that are already under stress. So with a 400-mile distance, I can only imagine that my legs, my lungs, my knees, my ankles are gonna be extremely sore, like to the point that I won't want to walk on them or run on them anymore. And that's where it kind of shifts into the mental aspect, the mental game, where your body's telling you, stop, you're doing damage to yourself, we don't want to do this anymore. And the mental aspect of that is pushing through, knowing you're going to be okay, and not letting the body almost trick the mind.
It went pretty well. We were just doing some kind of power walking. His knee is kind of swelling up, not from like anything in particular, I think just like overuse. So we'll just keep an eye on it and kind of keep trucking.
The generator is not working, so I cannot
Propane's
make
not working.
hot food.
This happened once before when we went over rough terrain. So for some reason we can't get the generator to start, and propane. Horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do.
It's gonna get dark.
This was like shockingly beautiful, this spot.
Yeah.
We like ran around the corner and we're like, what the hell?
We just got moved over to the side.
Hello, it's Bernie. I'm Austen's dad, and I'm going to do a little bit of night hiking with him, so it'll be interesting, I think, so we'll see.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you in 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm actually super stoked to
Mentally, I know that I'm going to hit some darker points. Often they occur at nighttime when everything kind of darkens, literally. And you don't have that hope of the light in the daytime. So those points are sort of the most interesting to get into and dive deeper into why you're doing this and sort of getting into that unknown area. Which is the most interesting part for me, is that's the exploration for me, is getting into areas I've never been before, in physical space and also in mental space.
Are you gonna make it?
I think you should put those shin things in.
I'm really not having any troubles with that directly.
What is it, just in the knees
Yeah.
and ankles? Do you stretch?
Nope.
Maybe do like a quad stretch.
You want to lead the warm-up?
All right.
Let's go. Uh-oh. I think we're heading into like...
There's like no elasticity in my legs left at all. I feel like I can see light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm just like trying to keep my feet running. It's good.
He seems in good spirits. I think he can like, it was almost like, you know, like the hump day, like the middle, you know, was like yesterday where it was like, oh, and now
Well,
he can like see the end. So
That night last night was...
he's really freaked out about the
I know he
nighttime.
was.
Yeah.
I know, because he kept turning and looking in the
Yeah.
bushes and stuff. And I figured,
He's
you
a
know
little
what?
paranoid.
If we're going to be dinner, we're going to be dinner.
Yeah.
And I was making sure I was making enough noise that
Yeah.
anyone around knew I was there, right? For sure.
That. Yes. So good. My ankle was super painful last night, to the point where I could barely walk on it. But it's feeling a lot better now. I don't know if it has something to do with my glycogen levels. So it just sharply kind of like cramps out. But after I have like a gel or two or some sugar, it seems like it's subsiding a little bit. So it's super helpful. Oh.
I'll get on mine. I said that. Good job.
Hey, flat tire.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah. I've just been running the last like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're doing great. What's your watch say?
feel way better. I'm getting close to like 500.
You're chill. It's all around it. No, sir.
It's, you know what, the two of you are just amazing. Whoa, thanks. It is. You guys are so amazing and supportive of each other, and your mom and I couldn't be more proud of the men that you've turned into. It's so great. So cool. So, I'm gonna leave before I completely tear up. I'm sorry. You're so awesome. That's so fucking cool.
Thank you
so
for
great.
coming.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. A little bit sore, I think, but
A little tired.
a little tired.
Feel better?
Mhm.
Less sick? Less sick? Dizzy?
Too muchy. Okay.
We're at 560 kilometers.
You okay? How you feel?
You gonna need it for later?
How you actually feel? Yeah, he told me yesterday he felt like he was walking on broken feet. Yeah, he couldn't even touch his legs. He had to like maneuver his own legs. Painful. Austin's pretty intense. He likes to do everything 100% and over. He wants to push himself all the time, and he doesn't like being comfortable. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting for me too, and pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I'm very thankful for him.
How to explain Austen? You know what? He's a tough one. I'm proud of him. I really am. I'm happy to be his driver. But I'm also worried. He's on the last leg and we don't exactly know what's going on. And he's probably the most tired and most hungry that he should be at this point. So he's very determined. So I think he's going to try and push it to the limit here, and that's what worries me a little bit. But I am very proud of him, and I'm very excited to be here on his team, helping him out as much as I can.
So, Aust, I'm very proud of you, of everyone, but especially proud of you for doing something like this with no real gain for you other than personal accomplishment. It's so cool. I can just so proud.
Life is not made to be lived in stagnation, living in the same hollow shell as the same hollow person. Standing at the end, grateful for the vision, for the potential of full expression.